Alright, welcome to part 2 of digging shapes on the ground, in this case a cylinder we're going to be starting off with. So last episode we got ourselves to the edge of the cylinder here, and now we're going to be digging out this ring. And this is like the third take I'm doing for this because I was really confusing myself with how on earth I was going to do this. But I finally got there. There's also been a couple of things I did which were outside of this episode. The first being I moved this turtle.dig from here into the while loop. The reason being that when it's outside of the while loop, you can get stuck behind sand and gravel and stuff because you only do one dig, and if there's gravel falling in front of you, then you're going to get stuck behind it because you're never going to do a dig again because this wasn't here at first. So I moved that, so now you continue to dig until you've moved so you can't get stuck behind sand or gravel. That was the first change. Second change is I forgot this do in this while loop last time, so don't forget that. Third change is I'm now recording the X and Z coordinates of the edge of the ring. So once we get to the edge of the ring, I just save the X and Z coordinates so I know where I started. Right, and then we're going to have to write a function to actually dig the ring. Now as you can see I already wrote it here because I was mucking about and I wasn't really sure how I was going to do it, but I'm going to write it again now and try and explain what's going on. So the first thing we're going to be doing is until we get back to our original starting point, we're going to be digging. So that's going to be the first while loop is well, true, and I wasn't sure how to use this yet to record where we're going, so I'm just going to put true for now, and I'll figure out a method to figure out when we're back at our starting point at some other point, but not now. And the second thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be going forward because we put ourselves on the edge looking towards the left, so we're going this way around anti-clockwise. What we're going to be doing first is we're going to be going forward until we hit a block that is not within the radius. So while forward within radius, oops, and move forward. Right, so while the block in front of us is within radius, we'll be moving forward and we'll be digging out that block. Now what happens when we hit a block that is not within radius? Well, not too difficult. We're going to have to turn left and then right again, or at least we're going to be turning left, dig forward, and then right, and see if the block one square in is within the radius. Now what I did first was just do one left and then that's it. But eventually you're going to get to here and you're going to have to do left twice because the block on your left will no longer be in radius either. So what I'm going to do is do a while not forward within radius do left. So while the block in front of you is not within radius, you go left basically. And most of the time you're only going to be going left once because the block on your left is usually within the radius again. But there's like a couple of points where that's not going to be the case and where you're going to have to go left twice. So that's what that's for. And once you've done this, you found a block that's within radius again, you move forward, and then you look to your right again, just to check. Well, if you can kind of think with me here, you're moving forward and the block in front of you is no longer within radius, you turn to your left and dig that block in, and then you want to look to your right again to see whether the block on your right is within radius again, so that's why you're looking back to the right. And then you go back to digging forward again. Now in principle I think this should get you all the way around because once you hit this point here and you turn left twice, you dig forward once, then you look to your right again, and you're going to be doing the same. So I think this should work for digging out the ring. I'm going to get rid of this because this is exactly the same. So I think let's see, I've got the forward within radius, yes, and I'm using the radius there. Right, so go to, I'm just going to try this out. Edge and dig ring. moment of truth here. Oh god. Dig cylinder. He dug a block. Right. That's great. He didn't crash, that's good. What are we doing here? Go to edge. Something's going wrong here. While forward than radius. Oh, this thing is not giving me the correct answer, probably. But then you'd expect him to. Confusing. Let's see what happened to our move forward function. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. This is the mistake that everyone on YouTube, or everyone who's been commenting on YouTube has been making, which is, I can't move forward, I don't understand why. Why isn't it doing it? And the reason is, in the new update you need fuel, and this is the first time I have to deal with that. So I'm going to give this guy some fuel. Is there a way to, like, refuel 60 or something? There we go. So now we've got a lot of blocks we can move. Let's try this again. Dig cylinder. Go, you son of a bitch. There we go. There we goes. Oh, there's caves here. That's ugly. Oh well. So he's digging out a cylinder that's got a radius of 15. Oh, look, he's gone in one block. I think this is working. I'm actually quite impressed. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, let's keep up with him here. Oh, he didn't want that one. I should have done this above ground, maybe. I think I might do that. I'll make a layer where he can actually dig out the cylinder so you can get a better view of what it looks like. Alright, I'm taking you back. I gave him a name, shapeshift, here we go. Right, so we're going to go above ground. We're going to start testing above ground now, because it'll be a little bit easy to see whether it's working or not. Let's find a nice little flat area. Nah, screw it, we'll do it right next to the factory. We'll just do it here. Or will we? Yeah, we will. We'll do it right here. This guy. There we go. We'll get there eventually. This is a bit longer than I was expecting. I think some. Oh no, we had to turn left twice there. There we go. Alright, so let's see if this is working out. Sort of. It sort of looks like a circle to a certain regard. So he's going to keep digging that infinitely now. So now we still need to figure out when to stop him, which is basically when he gets back here. So what I'll probably do is check the block behind him and say once he gets to the block behind him, then stop. The only problem is if you have a small enough cylinder, the block behind you is not actually going to be a block you ever go to. So the best thing would be to say once you get to the block where you started, but then he's never going to start because the while it will be while not your coordinates are not the same as the start coordinates. And he's never going to start because his coordinates will be the same as the start coordinates from the start. But I'll think of something. It's not impossible to do, it's just I want to do it in a slightly more elegant way. Oh, not there. Almost done. Right, we made it. And now he's going to do it all over again, except he's already dug this out. Okay. So, we have produced something that looks like a cylinder. As you can see, the edges are very flat. So the reason that that's the case is because I'm saying smaller than. Let's see, where did I put the within radius? Here, because I'm saying smaller than radius. So if it's exactly the radius, it won't do it. And apparently there's a really long section that's, you know, here. So I don't like if you would say smaller or equal to the radius. The only difference will be that it will add one square like that, which doesn't make a huge difference really. So I'm not really sure what would be the best way to deal with that. But for now, I'm not going to bother about it too much. So anyway, that's we've dug out the edge. I think that's enough for this episode. So next episode we have to just dig out the rest of the middle here, and then we only have to do multiple layers and we're done, basically. So that wasn't too hard. So thanks for watching and see you next episode.